Oh, come on, we'll be late. Did you park the car?
No, I let the handbrake off and let it run down the hill. Of course I parked that car.
You didn't prang anybody else's?
Nope.
And you didn't park in the disabled space?
Nope, but I must tell you this much.
Yeah?
I got the keys jammed in the door.
Oh, no. You didn't leave it there, did you?
No, stupid. Get down with this.
I don't believe it.
It weighs me saying something terrible. It's me fob. It's got so heavy. Oh!
Yes, I do. But you haven't got any legs, have you, Belgian? No. So, you can be the ball! Come here! Don't panic! Don't panic! I've got you! Don't panic! In you go! Pass to me! To me! To me! To me! To me! Give it to me! Got it! Got it! I've got the ball! I've got the ball! No! I'm coming!
I guess that just leaves me to introduce the show, doesn't it? And coming up in just a moment, we've got Greg and Max, and they're back making some ginger beer. At 9:40, there's more fun down in Tasmania. At 9:55, it's outside for the first time for some rugby with me. And at 10:30, this is what all the girls want. We've got Take That, and they're going to deliver their special Valentine's message. 10:45, there's more Batman in the Night of the Ninja. And playing us out at 11:25, it's Deacon Blue with their latest hit, Will We Be Lovers?
Well, that looks like a packed show, doesn't it?
It's rubbish.
Oh, nice, lovely little blondie moustachy cooking. We can take the rise out of them, no trouble. And Brian Moore and his peculiar-shaped rugby accessories. Acre upon acre of potential comic lampoonery. No nonsense there, double portions, Mrs. Robinson.
I want to be entertained. I mean, what do they think I pay my licence fee for?
You don't pay a licence fee.
Not this load of jiggery-pokery. I didn't fight in 2 world wars.
That's right, you didn't fight in 2 world wars.
To have my Saturday mornings taken up with haphazard antics by a load of sham-acting Guildhall dropout RADA rejects and their postulating their bad grammar and poor semantics.
Hey, it's the semantics they got up to last week. Comedy.
I don't think that's funny. And neither is this shoddy, low-budget, out-of-date nonsense.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that's better.
You goose.
Hey?
Good morning, Great Britain!
Morning!
Hello. What a start. That Brian Moore was very good at that menu.
He's actually a little too good,
That's
wasn't
quite
he?
frightening.
Hello, Belgium. How you doing? Nice to see you here. Not only are you here in the mood for a Valentine's weekend, you pretty little thing, but you brought Laura, who won the competition last week.
It's a boy, you know.
Oh, sorry. Well, oh, that's a good start, isn't it? Right, Laura's here, who won the competition to beat... Oh, look, a gift for Laura. Hi, Laura. How you doing?
Hi, Laura.
Welcome
thank
from
you.
Reading.
What's Up,
Laura
Doc?
Manny,
That's all
nice to
very
see you
nice.
here.
I hope you don't think I'm being rude, Laura, but I just can't understand why you like him at all. Just find it
Because he's very
strange.
sweet.
Yeah. And he's a boy.
Yes, he is.
OK, and here's the first letter, which is really good.
A sexy one
Yes,
last
I
week.
know,
It's
I know.
better.
I found out during the week, Simon and Melissa Santos from Liverpool, thank you for writing. Hello to you. Every Saturday morning, me and Melissa are up very early to watch What's Up, Doc.
Good.
And then what we do is we get cushions ready to watch Yvette and Pat and Andy get beat up in S&...
Don't
say it. Don't say it.
Oh, that's right. That's that canned sort
Yes.
of
The
cold
food
meat.
and
Yes.
the flowers. Yeah, OK. We beat each other with cushions. Thank you very much indeed. I'm glad you have a good time during the show, Melissa and co. Simon.
Yeah, have your cushions ready, because I'm sure S&B will feature later. This has come from Coventry School of Radiography. Yes, of course it has. Coventry Health Authority. Hello, dear Simon. After watching you perform your cheesy doings, it's come to our attention you are lacking in the cheese department. We have managed to remedy this by clubbing together to buy you a piece of highly radioactive cheese, apparently.
Oh, no, you don't want to touch that, Andy. No, Chernobyl fallout.
Really?
Yeah.
Heed this warning, do...
steady now. Do not ever eat this. It could mutate you into something horrendous.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, you can have that. Thank you very much indeed, all of you radiographers. I can't read all your names out, but you're all nutty bonkers.
Here's another letter. This is rather sad, this is. This fellow cheese ranger, Andy Povey, was spotted at the Vernon Arms, Hanbury, on New Year's Eve. Would you please make him an honorary cheese ranger? Have a look at that.
Referee?
Look at that.
Very, very smart and dignified he is.
Is he in then?
Yeah, Andy, you're in.
Hooray!
All right, Andy Povey's an honorary cheese ranger. Oh, look, everybody. Oh, no, it's
No, it's Paddy's birthday. Look, we've got... You keep...
I got it wrong so many times yesterday.
Yeah. We've only got time for one birthday today. We thought this was a good one because it's in the shape of a heart. We're so near to Valentine's Day. Happy birthday, Grant Valence. Love from Mum, Dad and Paul.
Can I do it now?
Yes, OK.
Oh, look, everybody. It's Simon Parkin.
Hello.
Fantastic.
What are you doing, Si?
Sorry, I was getting ready for a new show. It starts on GMTV Monday morning, 10 to 9. It's called It's Not, and we've got one bit of the show which is called UTV, which if you've got one of these, you can take part in it, because we want you to kind of do your own TV station.
What are you doing?
I'm just plugging the show.
No, Simon, go away.
Oh.
No, come back. Oh, Simon, go away.
Oh.
No, Simon, come back. Simon, go away.
Oh.
Oh, no, come back. Oh, look, why don't the two of you just go down the shops and get some sweets?
Oh, thanks, Andy.
He's a redhead, you know. No, yeah, he's got a redhead.
Sorry, funny. OK, so to the bottles most in demand in Great Britain this week. They are these, ladies and gentlemen. They are bottles of Pat Sharp's Charisma. He's got his own label now. Look at that.
Very small.
Yeah, but it's very potent and very powerful. It's very concentrated stuff. Who wants some of this, then?
Well, the first one is for Patricia at Blackford, so it's one from one Pat to another, really. She says, please can I have some of Pat's Charisma, because I figure that you need to get rid of it because it's useless to everyone.
Oh.
Pat.
Very dangerous
You
stuff.
sort of sounded a bit like Tony Blackburn then when you did that.
It's just when you do this, listen.
Sensational.
Hey, frightening. Here's another one from Adele. My name is Adele, and I have never missed one of your shows, even when I need the toilet.
Oh, dear.
I'm afraid to miss one bit of your show. Ooh. So there we go. Right, so that's that one.
Well done, yes,
Yeah.
congratulations. Jay writes from Watford. Dear What's Up, Doc, I fancy this girl, but she likes your voice. She's always talking about you and saying how lovely you are.
Sensational.
So I figured if you send me one of your containers with your voice in it, she might go out with me. And there's a picture of Samantha who fancies you. It's a very flattering drawing, I'm sure you'll agree. There she is. Looks like a real stunner there, Jay. Somebody you really want to go out with. So we'll send you a bottle. And this is a bottle for Laura as well, who's our very special... Now, be very careful with this. It's very powerful, very
dangerous.
potent. Don't sit too near him, either.
Lucky Laura.
He does smell very good, though, all the time. If you would like some charisma, if you would like to have Baljeet read out a birthday, if you'd like to send us a picture of a cheese ranger, if you know somebody who is a cheese ranger, this is the address to address all your mail to. It's What's Up, Doc, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14, 5LL. We look forward to hearing from you.
We certainly do. Now, there is a new show which is starting on CITV next Wednesday at 4:10. It's called 3711. Now, it's set in a Manchester primary school called Bartonwood, and if you have a look at this clip, it features Kenny, who's searching for a confiscated football in an as-yet unopened school. But once inside, he finds more than he bargained for.
Afternoon, Jerry. All right.
How do you do?
Site meeting to hand over Bartonwood School from builders to Education Authority. Make a start, shall we?
Your turn. Beautiful.
True.
Oh, strange. Well, if you want to find out what hat means, then you need to tune in 4:10 on Wednesday, CITV. Now, we have been trying to find out who is the oldest viewer that watches What's Up, Doc. We've had loads and loads and loads. And I've got a good one here, all right? Dear What's Up, Doc, I follow your show every Saturday morning. Now I am nominating myself as the oldest viewer. I'm an avid fan, and I am 73. That's pretty good.
Not
That's
bad.
pretty good. There she is. There's a picture of her. And she's also a great-grandmother. And her favourite cartoon is Tweety Pie and Roadrunner.
Is he the winner?
And she says also, no, I don't know yet. I also love Pat Sharp's hairdo, and I'd like to adopt him as my toy grandson.
No.
They all like you, don't they?
That's
They
what
all
we do.
love you. This is from Ashley Martin Schrader, who's in Norfolk. Hello, Ash. I'd like to nominate my great-grandma, Rachel, as your oldest viewer. She is... 103.
Wow.
On February the 22nd, which incidentally is 2 days before my birthday.
Just slip that one in there, Andy.
He's only 96.
So 103. Can you top that, Sharpie?
I can, because Sarah Martin has written from Liscard in Cornwall, says, my auntie is 105 years old. What about that? 5? She's the oldest person who likes your programme. I think she should be the winner, which is fantastic. Can you imagine what they would have thought of this programme back in 1888 when she was born? They'd have gone, wow. Okay, so...
I'd be impressed if they had television in 1888.
Yes, all right, clever clogs. For you, you win a hat. Congratulations, to keep all your dodgy old hair in that's falling out. Ooh. And also the glass for your teeth and everything else. It is all yours. Congratulations. You're this week's winner. Hooray!
Yes, you can write to us anyway. You don't have to be the oldest. 105 is not going to top it, is it?
Oh, no, no. So
Each week we have a different winner.
Right.
So one more hooray, I think.
All right, go on then. Hooray! Right, shall I go now?
Go on then.
Because I have an assignation round the corner with a couple of kooks. And a plant. Come on, catch up. Come on. Greg and Max, good morning. Good morning. Anthony L. B. Good morning. Morning. So, last time it was popcorn, as I recall, and the time before it was ice.
Yes.
So how have you managed to wangle your way on this week?
Well, we're going to talk about yeast. Hurrah, I hear you cry.
Fascinating. With respect.
No, really, it's very important to cookery, especially when you're baking bread, and Anthony, ginger beer. All right? Now, the strange and spooky thing about yeast is it's alive.
It's alive?
So there
what do you mean it's alive? What does it do?
Well, actually, it is a living plant. And the most important thing it does in cookery is it produces a gas called carbon dioxide. And we've got this neat little experiment which shows how it works and what it does. In this bottle here, I've got some warm water, and I've dissolved some sugar in it, and I've also dissolved some dry yeast in it. And in fact, I'm just going to stretch a balloon over the neck of the bottle. Now, this experiment does take about 15 minutes to complete.
15 minutes? That's much too long to wait. Can't you speed it up a little?
Well, yes, we can, and here it comes now, so just watch this.
Yeah, there's a speed of this. Is
the hot water inside the bottle dissolves the yeast, and the sugar that we dissolved in there actually feeds the yeast. The yeast feeds on the sugar and produces millions of bubbles of carbon dioxide. Watch the milk bottle, because they begin to rise up inside the milk bottle, and eventually, there they go.
Yeah.
Push the carbon dioxide out of the bottle and then blow up the balloon.
Balloons! How lovely! We could have a party.
No.
Is anyone here raving?
No, Anthony, we're not having a party. We're going to be bread making in a minute. We'll come to the ginger beer in a second. So, yes, that's very nice, guys, but what's that got to do with making bread?
Well, the thing is, if you mix that yeast mixture with flour, make a dough, it does the same inside the dough. So it fills it with millions of little carbon dioxide bubbles and swells it out. Now, the thing is, if you bake that, that's just like the bread that we have today, so all nicely puffed out. But the thing is, this is like ancient bread. This is a modern pita bread, of course. But they didn't know how to do that before, so this hasn't got any bubbles in at all, and it's called unleavened bread.
Flatbread.
Flatbread.
Okay, now, the risen bread that we know about started by accident in ancient Greece. A lot of cookery things start by accident. And what happened was, a Greek slave who'd made some bread actually made a batch and then forgot about it for a couple of days. Came back to it, during which time the natural yeasts had had time to develop. But not wanting to waste it, he mixed it in with a new batch of dough, put them all together, and inadvertently had put yeast in so that when it came out of the brick oven, it had risen.
Fascinating.
Absolutely.
Well, that's history lesson of which we make some bread.
Yes, let's. Okay, so in here I've got some water with some sugar dissolved in there. I'm just going to sprinkle on about a tablespoon of dried yeast in there and give that a bit of a turn around. Now, the thing is, this takes about 15 minutes.
Another 15 minutes? You can send the staff out for a year's supply of bread in 15 minutes.
Yeah. He's so impatient, so impatient. There we are, and here's one that we made about 15 minutes ago, so this is absolutely perfect here. Can you see it's all puffed up just like it did in the bottle? All right, I know, it does a bit, doesn't it? It does a bit. Now,
what you need to imagine in this next section, what you need to imagine is that there is some flour in that
You pop
bowl.
some flour in there.
Why isn't there any?
You need it because we forgot to put it in there. Never mind.
Silly boys! Silly boys!
Okay,
So let's just imagine what would happen then, ladies and gentlemen.
You've got to knead this, you see. So look like you're kneading.
Yeah, okay.
All right, that's right. Get your hands in there.
Can you feel that? Can you feel how silky that is?
That's right.
That's lovely, yes.
Wonderful.
Now, the reason you're kneading that, and beautifully you're doing it, by the way, is because kneading the dough makes it stretch. It makes it very elastic, and it allows those bubbles to actually make the dough rise. Okay, but you would have to leave that dough. It will take you 10 to 15 minutes. You would have to leave that to rise for about an hour to 2 hours to let
1 to 2 hours?
That's right.
For goodness sake, I need ginger beer.
There is a lot hanging about here, isn't there?
There is. So I tell you what, if you look at the monitor, we've got a speeded up version again. So there we are in the bowl, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, getting filled up with all those bubbles, carbon dioxide right up to the top. And there we go. And
spookily enough.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Right.
You better have that for your hands because they're filthy. Okay.
Oh yes, absolutely. All that kneading. No, God.
Now you see, that's what if you just sort of very gently sort of touch. Oh dear.
Oh God, it's all gone flat. Looks like a squat.
I tell you what.
Isn't it?
I've broken it.
Yeah,
no,
never
in fact,
mind.
what you've done is to start the second process of bread making. What you have to do is to
You can get into that one. You can really do it now.
You have to knock that back. You've got to knock all the big air bubbles out and knead it again, because that makes for a more even textured bread.
I'll knock you out in a minute if you don't get me some ginger beer.
Rise in the tin for another hour. And when it's risen in the tin, then you bake it.
Oh, I see. Right. That would account for the last time we made bread at our house. It came like a brick.
What didn't knock it back?
We didn't knock it back, obviously. We only needed it once.
You see.
If you want to get your hands out, that is the end result. Can you get there you go. Lovely. Well done.
That's brilliant.
And that is what you get. Isn't that wonderful?
It is, but I mean, you know, you wait for it to rise for 2 hours the first time, and you wait for it to rise an hour for the second time. You're 15 minutes with the yeast. I could have gone to the corner shop and bought loads of loaves by then. What's the point?
It's a patient occupation. If you've ever smelled a kitchen when you're cooking fresh bread with that beautiful yeast, fresh bread is delicious.
It's brilliant.
Very therapeutic, and you see, you can do this. I mean, we did this morning just for you.
It's incredible, that.
Isn't it?
Incredible display. Anthony's parched. Let's do ginger beer. Let's do ginger beer. Using that magic ingredient again.
That's right. Now, this ginger beer is the best ginger beer in the whole world for a start, but the first ingredient that you need is a great big bucket. So you keep on stirring.
Okay. Right. Now, the first ingredient that we're going to put in there is a pound of sugar.
Sugar.
All right. Next, we've got a couple of tablespoons of ground ginger.
Okay.
The juice and rind of 2 lemons.
Okay.
Right. We've got a teaspoon of cream of tartar.
To get the whole thing started to melt, we've got 3 pints of hot water. This is going to make the sugar dissolve.
Right.
And here we've got 5 pints of cold water to make it all nice and tepid.
Don't water it down too much, will you?
And then the final but very important ingredient is 1 teaspoon of brewer's yeast sprinkled over the top.
Yeah.
Right, so I can drink that now, can I?
No, you have to cover it up and leave it for 2 days.
2 days?
Yes.
I shall die of thirst.
No. And then you can sift it.
Yeah.
But then that's right.
And
or
then bottle it for 3 days.
For 3 days.
And then it's ready to drink.
And then it's done.
Look at that.
I'm sure it tastes
Look at
absolutely
that, Anthony.
wonderful.
Isn't that brilliant? Fabulous.
And then you can put it in lovely bottles like that.
That's right. Loads
And
of
spectacular it looks, and we'll feed you some of that a little bit later on, Anthony. Guys, thank you very much indeed. Cheers.
Thanks, fellas.
Show you around, see what's going on. Do you like a spot of ginger beer then, Brandy?
Yeah, not bad. What about you?
Oh, yeah, I love it. I can't get enough, mate. Colin's over here. You'll like him. He's an interesting guy. Hi, Col. How you doing?
Oh, good call, Pat. All right.
You all right?
Who's she?
That's Brian Moore off the rugby. I suggest you don't mention Wales. Okay?
Wales?
Don't mention Wales.
Yeah, don't mention Wales. Okay,
right.
What's the matter with you?
I'm dying for a leak, Pat.
No, don't say anything like that. Please. Sorry about that. Offer him a sweet butter and
Oh, right, yeah. Fancy a taffy? I mean, a toffee.
Don't push it. Change the subject. Change the subject.
Have you seen the match on Saturday?
No! Change the subject!
I know. It's Valentine's Day on Sunday, Pat, isn't it?
Cool, that's good. Yeah, OK. Enough. I didn't know you had a girlfriend at all, Colin.
I've got the flowers, so I'm halfway there, eh?
Yeah, you certainly are.
I just haven't got anywhere to put them.
Well, I've got a few suggestions, actually, so just follow me.
Well, Tasmanian Theatre is next, a bit like the operating theatre, which is happening over there at the moment. This is What's Up, Doc, live-ish.
Who cares? Will you stop being so suburban?
How dare! I'm terribly sorry about this. He's had far too much ginger beer with Greg and Max. What's on the show? I better tell you. First of all, Brian Moore. He's here to talk about rugby. That's at about 10:30. And then we've got Take That, find out how Pacey and I got on in Manchester. 11:15, Batman. This week's episode, Night of the Ninja. And Deacon Blue will be here to sing their latest single at 11:25, which is called Will We Be Lovers?
Not on your Nelly, girl. Why don't you just shut up, you tub of lard?
How dare you?
Booby, you smelly gutter snipe, you pit bull terrier. Ginge. Go wax your moustache, Mrs. Wee Wee. You're just a ham actress. Bloated, overacting windbag. You know, you ghastly council house coward.
What's Up, Doc continues live on a Saturday, and I would like you to please say well done to the whole team here for making our set look like it's outdoors. Haven't they done a good job? I mean, this is brilliant. Look, we've even got the mist and the fog that we normally use for the pop bands. We have surpassed ourselves. And it's for one simple reason, to let you know that rugby union is sweeping the country in popularity stakes, mainly because of the big match last Saturday in which England nearly beat the Welsh, just 1 point in it, 10-9, and we welcome the Harlequins and England hooker to the show. You've already met him already, had a quick fight with Colin. It's Brian Moore. All right, Brian?
Hi, OK.
Good. So, we know all about rugby and we know everything, basically about what goes on, but tell us a bit about the match you were involved in last week and how it went for you. I mean, I can see...
Well, as you can see, it was fairly rough, and I got in the wrong place at the wrong time and got a bit of a shiner, but that's all right.
It was a tough game, though, yeah?
Yeah, it was. Down there, it was always going to be tough because there's so many people, and they wanted Wales to do so well, really.
And I think, if I'm right in saying, you've lost another tooth in your action.
Yes, and I can't really afford to lose them, not like you.
Oh, Mr. Pearly White's here.
Yeah.
So, as I say, we do get a lot of letters from viewers. I used to actually play rugby many years ago out on the old wing there, escaping all the action. They know that it's 15 players. They know they have to get the ball and run over the try line and score, like a touchdown in American football. But they don't know all the little bits and bobs that go on in the middle, according to their letters. So can you run us through some of them? Like, for instance, what about a scrum? What does that mean to someone who's a soccer fan? How would they know about the scrum?
Well, we're quite lucky, actually, because we've got the Maidstone Football Club here.
No, I mentioned soccer, but I don't want to talk about soccer. I want to talk about rugby, not football.
Ah, well, actually, when they were formed in 1880, it was called football then, so it's rugby football. It's the same thing, really.
Oh, right. Awesome. You learn something every day then.
Yeah.
OK, well, let's have a look at the Maidstone. Come over here, lads. Right.
OK, I think we're going to go through a scrum first.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I want. I need to learn
we get a ball.
Scrummaging because...
What we need is we line up, we have a front row here, with the second row behind them, and then the back row, and then the same one. I think you ought to get in there, actually.
OK, I'll give the white. Why would we actually get a scrum? Is that a stoppage?
Well, what happens is if something goes wrong in the middle of the field and the ball doesn't go off, then this is how you restart the game. So I put the ball down here.
OK.
And then I put it in there, and that ball's hooked, and there we go. And push, push, push. Come on! OK, let go. And that's...
Well, we lost that one.
Well, we won that one, but we're supposed to, so that's the scrum.
Ruin my hair, Brian.
Well, you wouldn't be very good in the middle, would you, actually?
No.
There you go.
OK, and now what about a line-out? This is your part of the team, isn't it?
Yeah,
the old
now,
forwards, yeah?
line-outs, what happens is when the ball goes off the field, this is when we have a line-out, and two teams, they line up here.
It's the equivalent of a throw-in in soccer?
Yeah, very much so.
Restarting play.
It's my job, actually. I throw the ball in here, I throw the ball into the middle, and he jumps up in the middle there, and he catches the ball, and then we start again. So,
now, hang on. You threw it to one of your players, basically. I mean, shouldn't it go down the middle?
Well, it should really, but you try and get it as much your side as you can. So
without the ref seeing it?
Without the ref seeing it.
Don't tell your vetting again.
So this time, I think we'll line out up there and we'll go all the way through. So off you go. Get us out in the backs.
All right, so we've got the 3 quarters now.
So what we'll show you now is, this is what should happen. I throw the ball into this side.
Okay.
And we catch it there. It goes out to the scrum half. He passes it onto the fly half. Centres. It goes round there and we score a try. Under the post.
Oh, right, excellent. Oh, the dive.
That's a new dive as well, yeah.
OK, so how many points do we get for a try?
We get 5 for a try, that's 5, but if he actually kicks a conversion, which he's going to try and do now, he'll get another 2, so that'll be 7, and 7 points, a lot of points.
So he makes a little mound there with the ball, tries to get it stand up a bit.
Stand it up, and he'll line it. It's got to be alongside where he scored from.
And in between the goalposts?
In between the goalposts.
Oh, right. Well done. So how many points for that one?
2.
2 points. OK. Now, I think it's fair to say that rugby has become very, very popular in the last couple of years, thanks to the World Cup in 1991. And obviously, you were a big star there with England, with the old Grand Slam and everything. Yeah, well, I was in there. It was a great feeling, because it's in this country and we did well. And I think, we'll see some clips later on. And people have got into the game because of that. Yeah. And that's very pleasing because the sport's growing so much, and to be honest, it's a lot of fun to be with. OK, let's have a look at some of those moves now, and you can check these out. If you've never seen rugby before, you'll be easily converted, so give it a try. Wow, that was tough stuff. That was brilliant. Now, this, I believe, is a mate of yours, Brian. Well, unfortunately, I have to admit to knowing him, yes. This is Timmy Tryline. He's the mascot of the mascot of the Young England Rugby Club. And where do they play? Well, they don't actually play. It's more of a fan club, actually, and it's been run by the rugby union so that we can get more people interested in the game. And it's actually open to boys and girls, and if you're between 6 and 16, all you have to do is ring the rugby union and get some more details. And if you come along to the Scotland game, you'll see Timmy Tryline there as well. Great. Well, you can write to us for more details, or you could also enter our rugby competition to win all this great bump. Have a look. We have the most brilliant ball. It is Will Carling ball, and also the T-shirts, and details on how to get your free membership to the Young England Rugby Club. All you've got to do is answer this question now. The president of the Young England Rugby Club is Will Carling, as you just saw signed on the ball there. I need to know, what other team does he play for apart from England? Now, having Brian here is a good clue there for your answer. What other team does Will Carling play for apart from England, OK? As well as the membership, the winner will also get a pair of tickets to the final of the Daily Mail Schools Cup competition. It's on Saturday, April the 3rd, as will the 5 runners-up. And here is the address for you to write to. It is Nice Try Competition. What's up, Doc? P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. And now, Brian, it is up to you to take this conversion. But I do ask you to be very careful, because if you have a look just behind the post there, there's an old biddy there who's watching the game, OK? So take it easy and good luck, sir. Whoa! Look at it go! Look at it go! Oh, yes! Come on, let's go and check out and see where it's gone. Mind the post here. Oh, right, hold on, here we go. Oh, excellent. Can I have my ball back, please, missus?
I'm sorry, all I've got are these spam and blooms.
Spam and blooms? Spam and blooms!
And you join us here at Twickenham on this lovely summer's afternoon for the half-time cup draw rally. Well, not much happening, actually. Brian Moore's legs, quite spectacular, yes. No sign of Ranald on the pitch whatsoever.
I can't believe they wouldn't let me play, you know. Do you think they've got a prejudice against wildlife animals, or what?
Eh? Yes, Desmond. Levied by a Desmond was indeed a poor selection as England's prop forward, yes.
What do you mean, Desmond? I could have been a full-back, or a short-back inside with a pudding basin.
And there goes Mansell in his Benetton jumper, thrilling the crowd as only this grey, dull little man can.
I could have been a terrific flanker.
And on the inside, it's Botham on the inside, closely followed by Delhi Thompson on a pogo stick. Bringing up the rear is Lord Lucan riding Shergar, closely followed by Lester Pickett riding Ken Dodd. But taking the lead now, it's Jonah Lumley riding John the Baptist. And Lumley's up and over Breeches Brook. But there's a fall-up. Pickett on Dodd has gone. He's down. And surely must be a contender for Whiskers. Yes. 10 out of 8 owners said that's mathematically impossible, isn't it?
Do you think they'll let me in the showers? I've bought my own loofah. Oh. Hello, boys!
Congratulations, Duhigg. You are now pronounced Cheese Ranger. Well done. Congratulations, Bernicle. You're now pronounced Cheese Ranger. Well done.
Passing out parade's going well, Simon?
Oh, a smashing intake of young graters, Corporal Crane, you're quite right. Just a minute. Who the very devil are you, sir?
Simon Parkin, GMTV, here to recruit.
A friend of mine brought him down. He likes cheese.
You just can't turn up here expecting the certificates. The way is long and the passage is hard.
He's got the criterion, Simon.
No, it's just the way I'm standing.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I can't be that flexible with my entrance, no.
He's got the looks.
Well, I'll grant you he's got the looks, but has he got the inner strength?
We'll try him with the sniff test.
Good idea. OK, then. What's that?
Stilton.
Oh, very clever, Clogs. Right. Think you're so clever? What's that, then?
Double Gloucester.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah, you've done very well on your orals.
Great!
Just a minute. There's a small matter of the tests.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, come on, over here. Come on, sit down up there. Right, sit down. Right, no talking, no cheating, and no spitting. Right.
Sir, can I go to the toilet, please?
Oh, for goodness sake, Corporal Crane, can you escort Perkins to the latrines, please? Make sure he doesn't get up to any underhand cribbing.
Simon, have you got the invigilations?
No, it's just the way he's standing.
Tasmania! More Tasmania next week. Now then, Laura, I'm just doing this for your own good, you know. I mean, it's just not right that you should like a ball of disgusting fur that stinks and full of fleas. Like, oh, have you get out of it? I mean, it's just not right. I mean, it's just strange that you should like this thing more than me. What? Please don't get Brian Moore. No, not Brian Moore. Now listen, if Brian Moore comes along, okay, say nothing. We've just been playing a girly game, all right? Because I love Brian Moore.
Let's. What's going on here?
Hello, Brian. Nothing. I was just playing a little bit of French skipping.
No, you weren't. You were torturing this poor young girl. Borgit, untie her now. This is terrible. You can get 15 years for this.
I'm sorry, Brian.
You used to be on Blue Peter.
No, I'm terribly sorry.
What about John? No, what about Shep? Bonnie?
No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I'm disgusted.
No, I love you, Brian.
I'm leaving.
No, Brian, I love you. Please,
disgusted.
Brian. No, I love you.
finished.
I love you.
I'm
After the
finished.
break.
I'm finished.
Take that. I love you. Oh, please, no.
Go on then, matey boy. Go on, Angus. Give it your best blow,
Your
mate.
best blow.
Go on, boy.
Off you go.
Do you mind?
Sorry.
Ignore him. Yeah, don't worry about him. Just take your shot. We're waiting on you. Come on.
You're putting me off.
I don't see how.
Honestly, Angus, come on. I mean, you're not Eric Cantona, are you?
Look, this isn't fair.
What's that? I'm just trying to entertain you. I'm just trying to cheer you on. Rah, rah, rah!
Shut up!
Rah, rah,
I'm so
sorry now. Listen, Angus, look, you forfeit your go now, you see. So, I'm going to bring on my reserve, if you don't mind.
Bring on your reserve.
My reserve's a big fan here. There we go.
And this little piggy had a roast beef, and this little piggy had none, and this little piggy went... Now I'm doing this for your own good, Laura, you see. First of all, I know I put you on the back, and I know I'm screwing your thumbs, but it's just not natural. It isn't natural at all that you should like me more than...
Yvette!
What?
What are you doing to that poor girl?
I'm terribly sorry.
Yvette, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. It's just like Brian said. You are torturing her.
Yeah, I know, but it's just not right. It's not right that she should like Baljet more than she likes me.
So what?
Yeah, but the other thing is that she likes Baljet more than she likes Andy.
I'm not surprised.
It's not natural, don't you, Laura?
Not surprised at all.
But the other thing is that she
I know what you're going to say. She likes Belgium more than she likes me.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Valentine's weekend, you know. Watch this. Watch this.
Go on, then.
Hi, Laura, honey. How you doing? Tomorrow night we could take a meal, go out dancing, stuff like that. I can play you some of my records and... Right, players.
Okay.
You've had your chance. You've blown it. You've got 32 ways to change your mind now. You lose your milk teeth, love.
Here's a famous fairy tale. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Look at that. The big bowl of porridge, the medium-sized bowl of porridge, and the little bowl of porridge. And next to that, I give you something that I'm probably going to experience in a few months' time. The howling baby. Or, if you want to stay in showbiz, give them the old soft shoe shuffle. That's what I say. So it's Neil Buchanan in a future life, that is. Over here, there's a mate of mine who's going to run the marathon, dressed in a rhino suit, who I sponsored last night. That's for him. There you go, Todd. And then we got to look at this. If you could do this every week when we introduce our favourite soap opera, Life with the Amoebas, No One Can See Us. All these automata are the work of a very talented fella who's called Peter Markey. He's over here. Welcome to What's Up, Doc. How are you, sir? How did you start doing all this kind of stuff, Peter?
Well, I was a teacher for 25 years.
Oh, never mind.
But I got very bad-tempered and irritable, and before I started killing children, I left. And
maybe my dad should do the same. If we start killing children, Dad, leave.
And I started to make cardboard boxes.
Not these kind of things.
That's right. Cardboard's cheap, and when you look inside a box, there's always something magical. But when I'd made about 1,000, that was enough. So I decided to make cardboard cutouts of boxes so that people could do their own.
These kind of things?
Those kind of things, yes.
So you buy the bit of cardboard and follow
the instructions.
Follow your
cut
instructions.
And stick and glue, and there we are.
And you get your own little box like that. So when did you move from cardboard to wood?
Well, I was always doing it at the same time. I used to make, at the same time, simple sculptures out of wood, which were very brightly coloured.
What, these kind of things?
Like these. And then somebody said, the dreaded thing, why don't you make them move? And so, first thing I did was work with a very simple method of making them move, like that.
It's pretty good. That's your first attempt,
That's my first attempt, like that. And then one's always trying to improve, but I don't like making them too complicated. But this is another one of a rugby player. In fact, it's Will Carling running for the line. And there's lots and lots of red shirts which are going to stop him, and he just can't get there, and Wales have won. Hooray! And
is Brian Moore still in the
And
building?
everybody's cheering and rallies.
No, I think you're safe there, Peter. He's gone. What do you base your designs on for all these things? What's all the technical specs?
One of the main methods are cams.
What's a cam?
And a cam is a shape on a horizontal axle, and these are 4 cams, and on the top are cam followers. And when you turn it around, the axle around, the cam goes around, and the cam follower on top, which is that, goes around.
Oh, I see.
And if you have a big cam and small cam follower, it goes around very quickly. And then the middle one goes very slowly because it's a small cam and a big cam follower.
Yep.
And then the 2 even ones, and they go around the same, like gears.
So it's when you change gear on your bike to make it easier or harder to pedal, I understand.
And you can have different shapes of cams which make them go up and down and behave slightly more eccentrically.
Right, so those are the principles you employ. So how do you use them in your toys?
Well, this is one in which employs both. The one on the left is 2 cams the same side, and the cam's on the edge of the cam follower, and it makes it go around, with the tail going around. And this one goes up and down and enables the mouth to go up and down.
It's very simple, but it's really effective, isn't it?
Mr. Bulldozer, I mean Crane.
Crane.
I need to get some more paper, sir.
All right, Parky, but be quick.
Thank you.
OK? Thank you. Sorry, he's just doing a Cheese Ranger exam at the back there. Now, you're not telling me that... Were there any cams in this,
Yes,
are there?
well, these are all cams there. And they're all in a spiral formation, and they go around. And when these pieces of wood rest on top of it, then they go up and down and give an impression of waves. And there's this little cam on the end here, and when I put that over it, that also goes round, and the aeroplane goes round.
It's like your air sea rescue or something.
There we are. And this one here is exactly the same. I'm going to turn it round this way quickly.
Fine. Pete's going to turn it round, everybody,
yes,
OK?
yes. And there's the cams there in front, and they turn this one wave around, and one wave makes another wave go around, and the third layer goes around, all from one set of cams.
Very clever. You think that's clever? You want to see the cam that's down here. Now, if this is the cam, how big's the automator? Because this is just the cam. Yeah, how big's the whole automator?
This is about 10 foot long.
Incredible. And how long did it take you to finish?
Well, they're very simple because they're all made of just simple bits of wood stuck together.
Yeah.
They look impressive, but they're not quite, you know, very easy to make. That's why, otherwise, I couldn't make them.
You're a very modest man, Peter. You're a very modest man. Now,
honest man.
Love is in the air because it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. So you've been working on that for us, haven't you?
I have, yes. It's been a kind of kissing episode.
Right.
And here we have the first meeting of people who's very, very gentle, where a little look and a smile is very, very exciting.
A little coy with the mouth. Oh. Oh, how sweet.
And then, of course, it progresses to a gentle kiss and a little embrace. And this gets more exciting till eventually it gets a little more passionate, so even the little leg is raised up and down.
Steady now, everybody. Steady now. Peter, if you don't mind me saying, they're all a bit square, aren't they? I mean, there's no rounded... I mean that in a nice way. There's no rounded edges or anything. They're all square.
But if you went into a timber shop and bought wood, it's all square.
Yes.
So, and I just cut it up into lengths because it's easy. If it's simple and easy to do, then you do it. Why make things complicated and have to work hard? Also, I can't do anything else but use square shapes, you see.
Oh, I see.
I can't carve.
Chop it all off.
That's right, yes.
You've been working on one for us, especially for Valentine's Day, which we'll come to in a second, but this is the design, isn't it?
That's right. This is how I work them out. I cut pieces of paper and stick pins in, and by trial and error, I try to work out a movement. And when I get it worked out properly, then I can get the measurements and then translate it into wood.
And when it's done, this is what we came up with. Which is the kissing automata for Valentine's Day. Now, Peter has very kindly said that we can give this away as a Valentine's Day prize. That's right, isn't it?
That is right.
OK. You won't get a prize or a present to your loved one by tomorrow. If you put it in the post today, I wouldn't have thought, and you certainly wouldn't get it there by package post, but we can send it to your loved one by dispatch rider. It will be delivered on Valentine's Day with the message to your loved one. Would you like this to go to your loved one? All we'd like you to do is answer this simple question then. What are these toys called? Are they automata? Are they Camelots? Or are they kamikazes? 0839 444488 is the number to call. 0839 444488. Leave us your name and your telephone number with the answer to the competition question. We'll call you back and you can tell us who you would like to send it to. Peter, they are quite delightful. Thank you very much for bringing them in. If people want to go and see them and actually play, where can they see them?
Cabaret at Covent Garden, York Automata Museum, Quarry Hill Style, Cheshire, and in April at Oxford Gallery and Exeter.
And anywhere else besides. They're busy. They're fantastic. Peter, thank you ever so much.
Hey, bro, do you feel peckish?
Oh, yes, so.
Yes.
You happen to have a certain mid-morning tumbly-rumbly?
Get your box on, then.
This'll never work.
It'll work, you doubting Thomas.
Don't you get biblical with me?
Biblical with me. Get out of it. All right, where is it? Mr. Sparky?
Marky, M-A-R-K-E-Y, please.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Tent.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, never mind. No. Hey, listen, no, look, I built one of these,
automata.
Yes, I've got one of them. Would you like to see it?
Oh, please.
It's very
yes,
good.
Please.
No
yes,
batteries
please,
involved.
Yes.
It's a superb bit of work, I'll tell you, okay? Fully remote.
Where is it?
Let's have a look. Ah, here we come, look.
Very realistic.
Do you
marvellous.
think so? Yes. Quite strikingly so at times, I fear. Well, that's lunch. Forgive us.
No.
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 Absolutely not.
No.
Aren't you two talking, husband?
No.
No.
Oh, go on, Yvette, talk to Pasty.
No.
Pasty, look, when she was at the BBC, she was very nice. Talk to her. Well, who's going to introduce the film, then?
Well, why don't you do it?
Good idea. Take that. Incidentally, on It's Not, Monday morning, GMTV, 10 to 9. Very good Manchester band, as you know. When
He is. Right. After you, Pasty.
Oh, no, after you, my
No, 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 please, you.
I couldn't.
No, 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 do.
No, you...
Worms before beauty.
Oh, if you will.
Many thanks for take that, eh? Very good.
They're good, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't so bad, was I, Yvonne?
You cost me £250, Pasty.
Can I come on the road again?
No.
Oh, please.
No.
Oh, please.
No.
Oh, very please.
No.
Pretty please.
Pasty.
Yeah?
Come here.
Oh.
After the red, Batman and Cat.
Yvette, what's wrong with your face?
Nothing.
Huh.
Omnibus, cheesy bus, Dominus nostrils, rhubarbimus.
What are you doing, Simon?
Boost!
Beg your pardon?
Boost! Yeah, don't stand too close to the burning one, Pat.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, what's going on here, then?
Well, Pat, the Cheese Rangers Maidstone Division and I are just reenacting the genesis of our movement.
And don't tell me you're playing Phil Collins, eh?
No, Pat, I'm not playing Phil Collins. That would be silly, wouldn't it? I'm quite obviously Noses, the original sniffer, yeah, the founding father of the Cheese Rangers organisation. And I was just depictating the moment thousands of years ago when he first received the tablets.
You want to keep taking the tablets, Simon?
Yeah, look, no more of your quips, layman. I'm talking about the original Parmesan tablets on which were written the 10 rules of cheese rangership.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Why, to this very day, cheesy adventurers are out there somewhere searching for the last few remaining knobs of that original block. Yeah. Oh, you've heard of Wensleydale Jones, haven't you?
Oh, I have, yeah.
Trained right here, yeah, on my outward bounds.
Well, I wouldn't mind having a go at that, Si.
Oh, really? He who camemberts wins, Pat. To the dressing up box. Here, do you think you can squeeze yourself into a hard helmet?
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, well then, one size fits all. Right, now, Pat, here we are at the first stage.
Yeah.
Watch your Boningtons.
OK.
Because we're at the steep mounting passes. Why, one faltering foot and your falling form will fly far, far into a foul fog.
Well, I see what you mean. Hey, what's going on down here, Si?
Oh, avalanche.
Don't you mean avalanche?
No, these trainees have stopped to have a lunch and a load of rocks have fallen all over the top of them. Get up, you stupid children, for goodness sake.
Yeah, move out of the way.
You see, Pat?
Rangers.
The way is long,
yeah.
and the passage is oh so very, very, very hard.
Oh, that's all that cheese you've been eating, you see. What's in it?
Oh, this is the next stage. The cave of the forgotten, gotten.
Forgotten what?
I can't remember, but there's an awful lot of wailing, ailing, and gnashing of teeth. Oh, we're through.
Oh, thank heavens for that, eh?
Cool, I'm glad we're out of there. There. Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you a personal question?
Of course.
Can you bear me?
Well, you're a bit irritating sometimes, but I suppose, yeah, I can bear you.
Oh, smashing, you can bear me across the next stage then.
No, sorry,
yeah, no, a vast wildebeest, a barren plain of red-hot coals.
Oh, my goodness.
Get you up, Eddie. We're here. Yeah, we're here. The Temple of Ebi-Goon.
But no, our passage is barred by poisonous brambles.
Yeah, and the only drawback, no drawbridge. If only we had 2 short, thick planks about so big.
If only.
Pat, get down on those poisonous brambles now.
I will not.
You will. Stink something into yourself and think of the quest. Get down with it. Get down. Come on, men.
No.
Oh, here it is. Look at the sparkles on that. Oh, I can't wait to grasp it.
Get your hands off my relics, or you'll feel the full force of my rod.
Hey, never mind your rod, mate. I'm going to give it a good old sniffing.
Oh, no!
Yes, it's mine. Mine. Oh, no. Cheesy quake!
And the columns came crashing down about their balaclavas, and they all came acropolis, and noses went on to found the Cheese Rangers.
Right, time up, Perkins. Oh, what's that?
Well, have I passed? Am I in?
Call that an essay? Umbilical nonsense. Anyway, I haven't even started on your math. For goodness sake.
Is this thing working? Is it? Hello, it's me. Once again, I'm appalled! Appalled! Yes, week 23, and still we're being subjected to this, frankly, inappropriate televisual fare. Those shoddy sets, poor acting, desperately obvious effect. I mean, they all add up. They make this possibly the worst offender in that new franchise shake-up. Are we expected to pay a licence fee for this? We don't pay a licence fee. No, we don't, do we? No. It is terrible. It is abysmal. I tell you, and I'm having no more to do with it. We should see some culture. That's what we want, culture. Oh, bro, I've just been hit on the head by a Corinthian column. Oh, that's nice. Bit of history, bit of architecture. Carry on.
Last week on What's Up Doc, we asked you if you'd like to be Baljeet's special Valentine's friend. And this is Laura, who would, because she won the competition. When we announced your name on the telly, were you excited as heck?
Yeah.
You were, weren't you? Now, you've been here now. What time is it now? It's about 12 minutes to 11, so you've been here for a good couple of hours. Is it exciting being on live telly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, well, you're not going to be on live telly very much, so what school do you go to?
Highlands and Peppard.
Highlands and Peppard, right, and have you got any... Who's your best friend?
Hannah Pheasant.
Right, well, hang on, which is your camera? Look in there and say hello to anybody you want to say to. I'll note you on the telly.
Hi, Giles and Alex.
Hello.
Say, Giles and Alex, Balj.
Giles and Alex.
There you go, happy, yeah, right. And who's your favourite teacher at school?
Mrs. Reed.
And who's your worst teacher?
Mrs. Brewer.
Mrs.
Brewer.
Mrs. Brewer, everybody, that's Mrs. Brewer. Laura hates Mrs. Brewer. Come here, shake hands, yeah? It's the long arm of the Laura. Sorry about the way Yvette's been behaving, by the way, this morning. She's been a bit out of order. By the way, you haven't seen Yvette, have you?
I think she's seen the light.
You think she's seen that? That's good. Anyway, part one of Batman now. Night of the Ninja.
1 in 4 people will have one of these. Now, if you haven't got one of these, you might be contemplating getting one. If you are, you've got to think very carefully because there's a lot to it. Just look at how much meat a cat will eat in 1 year. All this down here. Also drinks this amount of milk, and of course it likes its biscuits too. Now we figured out that that comes to about £300. Now it not only just needs food, it needs somewhere to sleep, it needs a cat flap, kitty litter, pet feeder, and all the grooming equipment. That comes to £300 as well. So £600 for a cat. It's very expensive, and a lot of people not only want one, but they might want 2 to keep each other company. So it is very, very expensive. And it doesn't always stay this little cute, sweet thing. It does grow up into quite a bit of a monster, like this one that Rona is holding over here. And Rona is a cat expert. She's brought 20 friends along with her. Hi, Rona. I'll just pussyfoot over here. Now then, everybody has heard me going on about what you need for a cat, and they've heard it time and time again. I mean, it's just common sense, isn't it?
Well, it is really, but common sense seems to go out the window when people see a little kitten like this. And they take on animals that they can either keep or feed. And unfortunately, there are an enormous amount of unwanted cats in the country.
And where are these 20 from?
Well, they belong to Nicky Barris, who has a sanctuary for cats. And they all have unhappy stories of one sort or another. This one, for instance, was taken to a vet and it was asked to be put down because owners were going on holiday.
You're kidding?
No, just going on holiday, so they said, put the cat down.
Oh, dear, yes, I will.
This one down here hitched a ride in a delivery truck and ended up at Heathrow Airport. Had no tag on, so nobody knew who it belonged to. So he was brought into the home. And old Pixie, who's lying back over there, very elderly pussycat.
Very peaceful.
Yes, well, she's very elderly. She was a victim of a road accident. So she was brought in because also she had no tag, nobody knew who she belonged to. And being elderly, it's very difficult to place her in a new home.
So that's another thing, it's very important to think about the tagging as well.
Yes, it is. It's important to think, there's so many things that are important to think about with cats.
Now, all these cats, they're very happy now, that they live in a happy home. What happens to the cats that don't get rescued, that don't get picked up?
Well, unfortunately, cats that get dumped become feral cats.
What does that mean?
Well, a feral cat is a cat that's used to be a domestic cat and has gone to live in the wild and reverted back to being wild.
You mean a normal domestic cat can turn into a wild, what, with claws and teeth?
Yes,
and...
just like a lion or a tiger or, yes. or a bobcat from Scotland, yes.
Oh, it is. Is it becoming a bit of a problem at the moment?
It is an enormous problem. The feral cats live in colonies with...
No.
And in the wild, they're estimated to be more than 50,000.
But how many in a colony?
Well, in a colony can be anything from 5 or 6 up to 50 or 60.
OK, so what are the implications to a man?
Well, unfortunately, for man and the cat, it's a big problem because for man, the cats can carry things like worms, which children can catch. And for the kittens themselves, they become weak and undernourished because there's not enough food for them. And they have to compete with things like foxes in the urban districts.
So what does the wild cat eat? How does it get its food?
Well, in the spring, there's plenty of young stuff around, like young birds, fledglings, or rats and mice. But in the winter, it's very difficult, so they scavenge around dustbins. And, of course, with the wheelie bins, it's very difficult for them to feed.
Yeah. What should somebody do if they actually come across, they think they've come across a wild cat or a colony?
Well, the best thing is to leave it to the experts. Phone a local charity or your police or your vet, or the Cats Protection League actually is a very good place to call because they only deal with unwanted cats.
Sorry. Oh, what would they do once they get there? What's the first thing they do?
Well, the first thing they do is they would try and catch the cat and then see if they could rehome it or see what they could do with it. Here we see some actually on the film. These are a group of feral cats that lived in a factory, and here's a lady come to catch them on a trap. She's got the release on a piece of string.
Oh, look at that. They've got them in there. Yeah. Oh, look, yes, they're definitely not
Caught two there.
Domestic cats, are they? They're a bit wild.
No, very wild. You can see how wild they are, actually.
Yeah.
And they're taking them away. That's one sort of trap. There is another trap, here it is, that a cat, they put some bait in and the cat actually springs the trap itself. It goes in, and when it steps on the pad, the door will close behind it and it's caught. I expect you'll see it in a moment. There's one watching.
Oh dear, it's a bit that looks a bit cruel to me.
Oh no, it's not cruel. It's
not?
much better than leaving them to be loose in the wild.
How does that contraption work?
Well, we have a trap here. What happens is you put this up here like that, and this is where the cat goes in. You put some bait on there, and if you press that, and that's the cat right there.
What happens once they've been caught? Where do they go?
Well, they take them to a vet, and the first thing that happens is they're neutered, and then they're inoculated against things such as cat flu, feline leukemia, and feline AIDS, unfortunately, is a new one that they're having to inoculate against.
What's the future of the wild cat?
Well, as long as people are responsible and have neutered cats, it can be kept under control. But at the moment, it is an enormous problem. But it's all down to the people, really.
Right. You can't sort of say it enough, really, can you?
Well, no. It's be responsible, have your cat neutered, have it inoculated, and look after it.
Thank you very much, Rona. Thanks for bringing all these cats in.
You're welcome.
Well, if you think that you've come across a wild cat or a wild colony and you don't know what to do about it, then write to us here at WhatsApp and we'll try and give you some advice.
You wouldn't?
Yes, I would.
I think you would, you know. I would. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look. It's a wind-up doggy. I love it when it does that. It's so convincing, isn't it, Ian?
Right then, off you go, Fido.
Let the doggy see the rabbit.
There we go.
Cat. Rabbit, cat, rabbit. Go on, then.
He had a pair here, he had a pair here, and he even had a pair on his head.
Joking, unbelievable. Hi, Collier. I fancy a pop trivia quiz, matey.
Oh, no, Pat. I feel a bit moby.
I warned you not to mention the old Wales thing to Brian Moore. You got your just desserts. What's actually happened then?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Matron!
Oh, I don't like the look of that.
One little bit.
Yeah, still, Cole, it's your lucky day. Not only have I got my herbal cheese remedies, I've got my toolkit with me. We'll soon have you back on your sandals, mate. Here, have a sniff of that.
Oh, I feel woozy.
Right. OK, Pat. Scalp them. Oh, that's it. Faucets. That's it.
He should have had that bit done years ago.
Yeah, he should. Hang on, what's this?
Oh.
Oh, nice of him to sign it, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, Pat, he's flagging. Oh,
he is.
He's flagging. Oh, Colin, what have you got?
He's always been a bit of a social climber, you know.
Here, hold on to that.
OK, I got it.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
Here. Here. That's my bust of Nigel Kennedy. Here, Colin, you've been in my room. You.
Devil, you. There you have it, viewers. Never fiddle with another man's Nigels. To come after the break, Batman and Deacon Blue.
Holiday, celebrate. I want you back. Oh, I want you back, baby. Do we take some babe? Only take the moon.
What are you listening to?
It's my life.
I wonder what Simon's done with that cheesy ball.
Regular 3 for about an hour, I think.
You what?
What?
We ought to snap all that cheese.
The guttering's done, but they're still working on the pointing.
Yes, £1,000 that was, you know. £1,000. We could nick it, sell it, and retire. What do you think?
It just needs a good rubbing down by a professional.
You can't hear a word I'm saying, can you? Or can you?
I can't hear a word you're saying. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying
Let me
alive.
at him. Oh, it's hard in a steam bath.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to announce that this is it. The final, last, ever, definitive, there will be more. This is it. These are the results of the Art Pack competition! At last. Yes, well, you may remember about 4 weeks ago, we asked you to send in something creative using the letters A, R and T, and you get yourself a fine copy of the Art Pack. We had zillions and zillions of entries, so before I tell you the winners, the 5 winners, we thought we'd have a quick 10-second congratulatory binge, because so many people sent in ideas. So if you see your name on the screen, if you hear it shouted out, well done. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Well done, Richard Voles, Andrew Fisher, Cheryl Harrison, Joy Fulton, Janice Galt, Ingrid Googe, Dawn Brooks, Leonie Nichols, Carol Julter, Ryan Burbridge, Darren Goodwin, Elizabeth Harris, Ben Bristol, Jared McDade, Darren Moore, Leanne Lynch, Mandy Coles, Andy Bramchummer, Matthew Gobbin, Cheryl Neighbour, Emma Murphy. That's just a few. To the winners. Thank you very much indeed, sir. Very kind. Who's whacking me a bit of paper? Right, the first one. This is a winner. This one gets an art pack. This is from Jack Brewster, who lives in Teddington in Middlesex, and he's done ART using fish here and a bit of an elephant there and a bit of a whale's tail there. A lot of people used full-size animals, but because we used the little sections there, we thought that was rather nice. So well done, you'll get an art pack. Zoe Barker did this rather delicate papier-mâché bowl, which has got the letters ART in the centre there and also all the way around the edges.
But will it work?
Oh, it will, but it's very delicate. Well done, Zoe. Now this is even more so. It smells terrific. This is soap, and I've got it the right way up. If you look right in the centre there, our winner, Rebecca, has done the letters A, R and T in swirly paper, and it took her ages to do that. Hooray! So congratulations, that's lovely as well. Bold colours here from Sarah Price, from Devices in Wiltshire. Your letters A, R, T there, very bold. Ooh, yes, lovely, very popular. And finally, Esther, and finally, Andy, a pop-up toaster from Catherine Meechan from Glasgow, but where's the letters ART?
Will it work?
Yes, it will. They are. Look at that. You see, the letters ART are inside. So well done to all of you. You all get yourself Art Pack books, and that's it from over here. So I'm going to take a shortcut through the set now, because we've got to do some more competition results over here, I think. Pasty, what have we got to do?
Here he is.
Here he is.
Pasty, what's next?
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
I don't know.
Very good.
Good one, funny, Pasty.
It's about fish.
We did talk about fish.
Fish,
didn't we?
yeah.
Yes, last week. And if you see your name spooling across the bottom of the screen, you are indeed a winner of one of these. A beautiful sea life calendar with lots of pictures in there, with a piece of cardboard at the back. No, it's beautiful.
Fish.
And there was a question. The
shellfish.
question was, where were koi fish originally bred? And the answer was Pastois.
Don't be coy, Yvette. Japan.
Japan. So well done to all of you.
Right, any others, Paste?
Oh, yeah, we got the candles with Mr. Constable and his knobbly niece.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
that was a good one, wasn't it? This candle kit and the 4 books as well were up for grabs. What was the question we asked for that one, Pasty?
It was that one about what method of manufacture were the goods on my barra.
OK, and the answer was?
Moulding.
And some winners, please, sir.
Oh, yeah, the winners, hang on. Simon Grant from Falmouth Court, Jane Hopkins from Coventry, Jane Cronin from Lancaster, Aaron Farjensen from Scotland, Patrick Evans from Herefordshire.
Well done, well done.
Earlier on in the programme, you had a chance to win this thing, and I think the question was, am I right? What was it called? And the answer was...
And the winner is...
What's the... No, you can't say what the answer... Do you know what the answer...
It's an automata.
Automata, yeah.
Right, you can't say who the winner is, because if you say who the winner is, then it gives it away.
Oh, I see.
Valentine,
But I'll just give it in a coded message. Are you ready? SR of County Durham. It's on its way to your loved one.
Love you, squidgy, squidgy, squidgy.
Squidgy, squidgy, squidgy.
Excellent. I guess Pasty would like to introduce Batman for us now.
Oh, would do, boy. Next animated presentation is Batman!
Thank you.
The Night of the Ninja!
Oh, yes.
Standing
More
here
of
gassing,
the
I'm
world's...
ready.
We were gassing away.
Finished,
More of the world's greatest cartoons, only on What's Up Doc next Saturday, like Batman and Taz and Co.
Yes, brilliant. What else?
What about my show?
No.
You can't book it anymore. Have you finished your exams?
GMTV.
You finished the maths?
Yeah, oh, yeah, done it all.
Right, have you done the trigonometry and the geography and the
No,
physics
no.
and the chemistry?
Oh, there's a desk over there,
please.
go.
Come
Go
on,
on.
Simon. Thank you very much
Get
indeed.
working.
You can watch him on It's Not if you like. Now, next week on the show, ladies and gentlemen, we present Mr. Terence Nutkins and some weasels live in your What's Up Doc studio.
Good luck, Andy. We've also got Jerry Anderson coming in, bringing Parker, Lady Penelope and Brains, the Thunderbirds team.
So join us, no strings attached. BMX superstar from America is the world champion. Matt Hoffman will be here showing us how it's done. And we take you out with the perfect song from the perfect band for Valentine's weekend. It's Deacon Blue, Will We Be Lovers?
Bye!